Hello, and my name is Cody Williams. This is my MBA 690 Strategic Management final presentation for Walmart Inc. Background on Walmart: they were founded in 1962 by Sam Walton in Rogers, Arkansas. They quickly began to expand in the US over the next decade, and by 1970 they already had over 270 locations. They introduced two new retail formats in the 1980s. In 1983, they introduced Sam's Club discount, and by 1988, they introduced the Walmart Supercenters. In the 1990s, they decided to go international by expanding into Canada and Mexico, and by 1993, they had their first $1 billion sales week. In 2000, they entered the online realm with their www.walmart.com, and by 2011, they had over 10,000 retail stores worldwide. As of today, they have over 4,700 US locations and over 2.2 million employees worldwide. Their mission and vision statement: Walmart's mission is to save people money so that they can live better, as known by their slogan, Save Money, Live Better, Walmart. And their vision is to be the destination for customers to save money no matter how they want to shop, both in person or online. Walmart's business model is their everyday low prices, which they have been able to achieve by having the largest network of suppliers in the world. Walmart's competitive strategy follows the low-cost strategy, as well as their business model of everyday low prices. Walmart offers products and services to a wide range of customers at the lowest price on the market. The ethics of Walmart were founded on the grounds of which Sam Walton wanted them: respect for both employee and customer, service from the employee to the customer, excellence in which they serve their customers, and integrity in how they act. Walmart's Five Forces analysis found that they are in a strong industry in which there is a lot of competition. There is a strong force for new entrant into the industry. However, suppliers are weak, given that Walmart is the largest retailer and have a lot of say. If they cannot find it from one supplier, they can switch to another. The power of the customer is moderate, given that Walmart does have the lowest price. However, if the customer chooses to, they can switch to another lender or vendor if they so please. And the threat of substitution for product is weak, given that Walmart typically has the lowest price out of any competitor. However, it is not impossible. The strategic map of the retail that I chose was based on size of their stores compared to the number of revenue that they generated in 2020. Walmart leads the way in both of these categories with over $513 billion of revenue generated in 2020 and over 4,700 locations in the US. The next biggest retailer in size would be Kroger's with over 2,700 locations in the US. However, they ranked fourth in revenue for 2020 with over $122 billion of revenue. The next biggest store in locations would be Target with over 1,800 locations in the US. However, they ranked fourth in revenue reported with just over $78 billion in 2020. Costco had the least number of stores with over 558 US locations, but was third in annual revenue in 2020 with $166 billion. And lastly, Amazon placed dead last for locations with only 89 stores, but they generated the second most revenue behind Walmart with over $386 billion in 2020. Next, we have the EFE matrix for Walmart. The top opportunity for them is to expand into developing countries and meet the needs for low price goods, similar to that of what they are currently doing in North America. Their top threat would be their online competitor Amazon, who has been growing larger year over year and is working to break into grocery stores, which is what accounts for 50% of Amazon's sales market. Next, we have our SWOT analysis. For strength opportunity strategies, Walmart's revenue stream is strong enough for them to continue their expansion of neighborhood grocery stores and gas stations within the US. Financially and physically, Walmart is the biggest US retailer in the US. However, of their 4,700 plus locations, only around 700 are actually Walmart neighborhood grocery stores. This gives them the opportunity to continue to expand in this area as it's a smaller store and also offers consumers the ability to buy gas. A strength threat would be that Walmart's the largest retailer with tremendous amounts of funds. The more they grow, so will their raw materials and labor cost expense. Walmart will need to continue to observe this and make sure that their expenses do not outweigh what they are generating. A weakness opportunity for Walmart is that Walmart's poor reputation in their HR management gives them the opportunity to improve through their hiring training process of HR managers. They need to continue to make sure that they have high quality managers to be able to keep their employees satisfied and willing to continue to work for them. And a weakness threat would be Walmart's business model is imitatable, as seen by other companies such as Costco, Dollar General, Target, and Amazon, who are competitors among them. Walmart needs to continue to make sure that they stay strong within inside being the best low cost provider through their connections with their suppliers and by making sure that they have a good relationship with their customers. On the CPM analysis, we found that the most critical success factor for Walmart is their brand reputation. However, they do only rank a 3 in this category behind Amazon and Target, who both rank 4s. The next biggest success factor would be the number of daily shoppers. Walmart and Amazon lead the way, as Walmart has nearly 2 million shoppers daily, and Amazon also has nearly 1 million visitors online, where Target does not have near the number of consumers who visit them daily. And lastly, international expansion is a huge success factor, as Walmart has been successful in their expansion into international areas, with Amazon behind them scoring a 3, and Target has been unsuccessful in their international expansion as they scored a 2. Overall, Walmart scored a 3.46, which is above Target's 3.08 but below Amazon's 3.68, meaning they still have room to improve. Their IFE showed that their biggest strength was their brand name, as previously mentioned, and their biggest weakness is the employee working conditions and the way in which their HR managers respond to the situations. Advanced matrices for Walmart show that over the last year, they've continued to be successful in their financial dividends, showing that their operating profit margin was just slightly less than what they scored in 2019 with a 3.93. However, their net profit margin, earnings per share, return on asset, and return on equity all nearly doubled from 2019 to 2020. And overall, their compound annual growth rate for the last 3 years would have been a 13%. The strategic performance of Walmart shows that they have a strong hold on the grocery market, as this is what contributes to 50% of their revenue, and they have a 37% hold on all grocery sales. They also have found new success in their online market, as they have the second most of all online sales at 5%, where Amazon holds 37% of all online sales. And they have also found mostly success in the international market. However, they continue to struggle in India and China, which are 2 regions in which they need to continue to improve. And they also have the potential for new success in the healthcare services and gas stations, as they have opened one healthcare service in Georgia, which has shown to be good, and their gas stations at their neighborhood Walmarts can continue to expand if they so wish to. Recommendations for Walmart would be to improve CECO. CECO is the creation of an ethics and compliance committee, which Amazon has implemented. This would be one way for them to make sure that all employees feel heard and are adequately treated. That way, all employees feel that they have a say in what's going on. This is something that they can work on in all levels of management, but specifically need to work on within HR to make sure that their Ethics and Compliance Committee, or CECO, is doing their part. They also need to take into consideration the expansion of the healthcare services that they opened in Georgia due to the current status of the US and the pandemic worldwide. Opening healthcare services in multiple other states would be a good starting point to helping provide affordable healthcare to all. Walmart should also look to partner with other retailers seeking renewable energy goals similar to theirs. That way they could have those accountable partners in trying to attain renewable energy, and they can also run ideas off each other and work together to accomplish this goal. Walmart should also seek to end hunger in the US, as they have millions of pounds of food that are set to expire every day, in which they could give to food shelters and homeless centers so that it is not going to waste, but being used to feed those who need it. They also need to improve their code of ethics so that all employees are held accountable for their actions and no one is above the law. And they should also continue their expansion of the e-commerce website that they have in place. Currently, they are ranked as the second highest grossing online platform, but they only attribute to 5% of online sales, in which they are behind Amazon, who has a 37% hold on the market. They need to close that gap if they wish to have their retailer as strong as Amazon's in the online market space. In conclusion, Walmart is a dominant retailer worldwide. They are going to continue to strive for more success in person and online, but they need to make sure that they have fair treatment of their employees, which they can do through their CECO, and making sure that all employees feel heard. And lastly, they need to seek alliances with other big companies to deal with issues of today, from hunger to global warming to a number of other things. Walmart has a strong voice and the financial resources to help better our world and our society. Thank you.